ChatGPT, relate ACM to the movie Defending Your Life. Defending your life through the lens of A Course in Miracles, ACM. Defending Your Life may be one of the most ACIM compatible movies ever made. Beneath its humor and afterlife premise lies a profound exploration of fear, judgment, guilt, self-concept, and the choice between love and fear. At its heart, the film asks, what if the only thing standing between you and heaven is fear? That question sits very close to the center of ACM. The courtroom of the ego. After his death, Daniel finds himself in a strange afterlife where his life is reviewed in a courtroom. Attorneys argue whether he has overcome fear sufficiently to move forward. Through the lens of ACM, the courtroom symbolizes the ego's thought system. The ego is constantly judging, evaluating, comparing, measuring, assessing. The ego believes salvation depends on performance. The Holy Spirit teaches that salvation depends on accepting what has already been given. The movie cleverly externalizes the inner courtroom many people carry within their minds. Self-judgment. The fascinating twist is that Daniel's greatest accuser is not really the prosecutor. It is Daniel himself. The evidence presented repeatedly exposes moments when fear dictated his choices. Teaches that guilt and self-judgment are the ego's primary tools. The ego says, you failed, you should have done better, you are not ready. The Holy Spirit says, you are as God created you. The movie beautifully illustrates how much suffering arises from self-condemnation rather than from actual events. Fear as the central obstacle. The film repeatedly emphasizes fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of embarrassment, fear of loss, fear of taking risks, fear of love. This closely mirrors ACIM. The Course teaches that every thought belongs to one of two categories, love or fear. Every decision reflects one teacher or the other. Daniel's life review reveals how often fear quietly shaped his behavior. The movie asks viewers to recognize the same pattern within themselves. The life review. One of the most powerful aspects of the film is watching ordinary moments reviewed from a larger perspective. Situations Daniel barely remembered suddenly appear significant. This parallels an important teaching in ACM. We do not know what anything is for. The ego judges events based on appearances. The Holy Spirit sees a much larger context. The movie invites viewers to question the meaning they have assigned to their lives. Hashar, love as expansion. Julia, the woman Daniel meets in Judgment City, represents a mind that has moved beyond many of the fears that still govern him. She embodies openness, joy, trust, authenticity. In ACIM, love naturally expands. Fear contracts. Julia consistently demonstrates expansion, while Daniel often demonstrates contraction. Their relationship becomes a classroom where Daniel begins recognizing the limitations fear has imposed upon his life. Defending versus awakening. The title itself is deeply symbolic. Defending your life. The ego is always defending. Defending beliefs, defending opinions, defending identities, defending grievances, defending self-images. ACIM teaches that defenses make what they defend against. The more the ego defends, the more fear it experiences. Awakening begins when defense is no longer needed. The movie beautifully exposes the futility of constant self-defense. The fear of love. Perhaps the deepest lesson in the film is that people are often more afraid of love than they realize. Love requires vulnerability, openness, trust. The ego fears all three. Daniel's greatest challenge is not avoiding punishment. It is becoming willing to stop protecting himself from life. This mirrors a major theme in ACM. The obstacle is not God's love. The obstacle is fear of accepting God's love. The central reflection. The ego watches Defending Your Life and asks, have I done enough to deserve heaven? The Holy Spirit watches Defending Your Life and asks, what fears am I still willing to release? Viewed through ACM, the movie becomes a humorous and profound exploration of the ego's courtroom and the mind's attachment to fear. Daniel's journey is not really about earning advancement. It is about recognizing how fear has limited his experience of love. The deepest message may be, heaven is not withheld because of what you have done. Heaven seems distant because fear is still being valued. The moment fear is released, the love that was always present becomes visible. There is ultimately nothing to defend because your true self has never been attacked. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.